Utah Jazz have this on their hands as they prepare to defend the home Corns Arena here in downtown Salt Lake City, Utah. Today's game marks the continuation of the Lakers' road schedule. They've been playing very well lately. It's been 4 wins for them in their last 5 games.
It's go time. Now, these are two teams whose rivalry goes way back, and anytime they renew it, the fans, as well as all that are involved, are going to be in for a treat.
I like that. Go time. That's a good way to put it. I mean, this will be a testing encounter between these two. The build-up to the game has been extremely intense. I think everybody's expecting some kind of volatility to erupt on the floor today.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Mike Scott out there with Harris. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. Then there's Hardaway. And it's Howard in at the 5, down low.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Clarkson with the ball. Left side, Hardaway. Feeds to Scott. 6 to shoot. Cannot hit. So Utah will take it the other way. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
And they played with such tenacity on the defensive side of the ball. I mean, it takes a lot of pressure off of them when they go on offense.
And I think you've got to give all the guys credit. I mean, plenty of credit to go around. You can't just highlight or pick out 1 or 2 guys that stood out, because everybody did defensively.
Now, here's Clarkson. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Off target at the rim.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Unloads. Scott missing again.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Harris against Hayward. It's stolen by Harris. The feed to Hardaway. Screen by Howard. Hardaway passes to Howard. A shot from the low post is good. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Pass to Wiles. He feeds it to Burks. They set the pick. Clock at 6. And it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here. Four on the clock. The Jazz need to get off a shot here.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
Hardaway with it. And Burks picks him up defensively. Harris against Hayward. Harris dishes to Scott. Baseline jumper. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Well, it was the Los Angeles Lakers winning their last game against the Clippers in Los Angeles.
And even in hostile territory, as they were that day, they had no jitters at all. I mean, the confidence kept growing as the shots kept falling.
And they were falling big time. I mean, from the top to the bottom of that roster, everybody was locked, loaded, and spraying jumpers.
This guy is a beast on the board.
And when he gets those second chance points, he does not waste one of them.
And you know what? It's always going to be a powerhouse finish with him. We know that for sure.
Utah has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. There's the pass to Wiles. Now here's Burks. Defense right on him. Offensive rebound.
I tell you what, he'll get some of those hustle points if he keeps boxing out like that.
Now Clarkson. Screen by Howard. And it's Harris off the drive. Stolen by Exum. And now the fast break Exum with the ball. And that misses. That would have put him up. Lakers have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Harris with it. Now defended by Hayward. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup. So I'd agree with you there, Greg.
So both teams changing it up here. And he's good on the second. Utah trailing here. Nato, he's guarded by Russell, and he hits it to tie the game up.
And that's his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the D and finish at the rim.
Rebounded by the Jazz. This, their first look at this year's Los Angeles squad.
And they won the season series against this club last year, but, you know, then again, so did a lot of other teams.
Hey, Greg, we got to be honest here, which is really the only way I roll. Neither of these teams are world beaters. But you got to start somewhere. A win tonight would be a step in the right direction.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
That's exactly how it should be done. Get the bump, concentrate on the shot, and you'll get the bucket too.
Now, here is Russell. He averages about 5 points a game. Johnson attacking, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Wow, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Nato, he's guarded by Russell. There's a minute left in the first quarter. Just 5 on the clock. Nato, soft touch off the glass.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
You can tell that pass just hung in the air for a long time.
Yeah, exactly. Long enough for him to get a hand on it and knock it out of play.
The Jazz making a switch here. Ingles is checked in. Now, here is Russell. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Here's Ingles. They set the screen to the wing right side. Stauskas inside the line. And Utah again with the bucket. And here's Russell. It's tipped. Ball going up court. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. The Jazz shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
Shooting for Utah.
The first free throw is good.
Taking 2 shots.
And so he makes both from the line. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Jazz out in front. And Dwight Howard, a lightning rod figure, a lot of criticism, but he says,
basketball, this is my passion. You know, on the court, it's my sanctuary. You know, I want to have fun.
Yeah, it's an interesting concept that Dwight has to take something very seriously in order to have fun. He does say he has a burning passion to win a championship. He's been in the finals, and this is a guy that's got still a lot to shoot for, he feels, in his career.
That's a great point, Kevin. And the challenge for Dwight is how to balance how serious he is and how passionate he is with having that fun on the court that he's at.
And welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. More action in store as the players get ready to go, having a nice break to get hydrated with Gatorade. And guys, what's your take on Utah so far?
It's all about the depth, really. The bench has been the difference. The bench play really has separated these two teams.
Yeah, it's been a huge advantage for him. That bench has really made a nice contribution.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So for the Lakers right now, we've got Randall, Anthony Morrow out there with Russell. Then it's McDermott. Here's Lyles. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Just 5 to shoot. The tray, and it's blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will retain possession. Larry Nance is checked in for Julius Randle. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted. And really, I like the movement and communication there.
Uses the glass to finish the layup.
They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Clearly, they've been the aggressors thus far when it comes to attacking the interior in this first half.
It's Kid Gilchrist on the wing. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Let's use this break in the action to show you the teams that in the last 10 games have been the NBA's best fast break team. The Lakers, number 1.
I mean, tough to maintain this kind of pace over an entire season. But let me tell you, they are really running right now.
Some changes for the Lakers. Harris is checked in for McDermott. Johnson comes in for Anthony Morrow. And it's Jordan Clarkson in for Russell. Nance a screen. In the corner, it's Harris. Wide open look. Misses off the left iron.
I'll tell you what, folks. I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
Back to Hayward. Pass to Lyles. Dishes to Exum. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Exum's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Scoring his third straight basket in 3 tries.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Sometimes you just got to man up and take a tough foul in order to stop these free runs to the rim.
Here's the screen. Back to Hayward. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep three-point range. Can't hit. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. That'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour. Kicks to Clarkson. Nance a screen. Here's Harris. Out to Nance. Passes to Clarkson. Nance a screen. Up off the screen. And he comes off the screen and slams it through.
And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, G.A. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
Well, it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
Burks, he's checked in for Utah. Howard's checked in for the Lakers. Mike Scott comes in for Larry Nance. Now, here's Exum. He's covered by Clarkson. Exum with a wide open look. The Jazz again can't hit it.
Frozen. Guys just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
Screened by Howard. Clarkson with the ball. And Burks picks him up defensively. Howard in the post. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
He's guarded by Howard. They set the pick. To the paint. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. And the Jazz lead by 1. Now, here's Clarkson. easy layup after coming off the pick. Clarkson's got his second bucket. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Give and take, back and forth the whole way thus far.
Yeah, and you look at the lead changes, 6 already.
The shot by Hayward, wide open, off target from three-point range. Lakers have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the second quarter. Clarkson with the ball. Here's Scott. Buries it from three-point range. And now a 4-point Los Angeles lead.
Man, their offense is really cranked up in the second quarter.
And their field goal percentage shows that, over 60 now. Tough to beat them when they shoot it like that.
To the wing on the left. Here's Burks. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here are the Lakers with the ball. They're on a 15-5 run. Clarkson kicks to Howard. He dishes it to Harris. Rebounded by the Jazz. Hayward outside. Feeds to Exum. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. Exum's got 5 points now this quarter. The Lakers have gone 7 for 10 here in the second quarter. They'd like to keep up that nice pace. Screen by Howard. He kicks to Clarkson. The dish to Scott. It's picked off. Now here's Exum. Not a lot of room. 26 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Shot clock at 5. Takes it from 10. Scott pulls it in.
Oh, tough D on the inside.
It sure was, Greg. No easy access to the basket when that fella's in the middle.
Shot's good by Clarkson.
No hesitation at all right there. Just right up against a much bigger defender.
Man, and I love that fearlessness, that aggressive attitude. Boy, I love watching guys play with that kind of abandon and freedom, Greg. It's a beautiful thing, man.
And the first half comes to a close. We've got a close game going on here. The Lakers on top as they wrap up the second quarter with a tremendous 17-7 run. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Energy Solutions Arena in Salt Lake City.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We welcome you back to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. A competitive matchup for the Lakers in the first quarter. The biggest lead of the quarter was only 3 points as they traded baskets back and forth. They had a nice burst of energy once they got to the second quarter and ended the half holding on to a 4-point lead. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
You know what jumps out at me? Their efficiency on the offensive end. They shared the basketball. Good shot selection. They showed a lot of patience, and that patience will be tested the rest of the way.
And Shaq, how do you think the Jazz were playing?
Their shooting rhythm was off, under 40%. Some of that was shot selection. Some of it was the defense stepping up. My guess is we'll see some significant changes as things get going in the second half. Increasing off-the-ball activity, making the extra pass, and trying to get better looks.
And that's going to do it for now as the second half is almost ready to get started.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. You got to like what Jordan Clarkson has done in this game.
Yeah, he was in attack mode from the word go. Came out very aggressively in that first half.
Take a look at his shot chart. It looks like the ink spilled right at the rim. No reason for him to settle for anything less.
And for the Lakers, we've got Tim Hardaway Jr., Mike Scott out there with Harris. Then there's Jordan Clarkson, and it's Howard in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
And for the Jazz. Now, here's Burks. Guarded by Hardaway. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
Second half rolling along now. About a minute play here. Clarkson kicks to Scott. Now Clarkson, 6 points for him. From deep three-point range, shot is off.
Outstanding perimeter defense there. That was a well-contested shot.
Yeah, and you know he takes a lot of pride in his defense. There are no easy threes if he's on you.
Here's Exum. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. And here's Clarkson. Harris, right side. Here's Scott. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Scott's got the lead up to 6 now for the Lakers.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities. Yeah, it's got to be concerned with all the missed shots here, and every team goes through cold streaks. You just got to figure out a way to stay productive.
And the best way to do that when you're missing shots is to get to the foul line. Be aggressive, get to the foul line, and knock down some of those freebies, and the tide can turn for you.
Kid Gilchrist, he's checked in for Lyles. They set the pick. Now, here's Burks. He's covered closely. From 20 feet out. And that one comes up a bit short.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Exum passes to Kid Gilchrist. Exum with it. Russell's there. Misses the layup. Los Angeles leading by 9. Hardaway with it. Now defended by Exum. To the left wing. Picked by Randall. Now the feed to Morrow. Again, Los Angeles.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
Utah's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Now, here's Exum. He's guarded by Russell. Hayward's got space, and that comes off the assist by Exum. Hayward's got his first bucket in this one.
You know what? I think he thinks he can make a few improvements to how things are going on right now.
Yeah, and you know, coaches always are looking for ways to tweak things and change it up a little bit, no matter what the situation is. That's what coaches do.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. And the Lakers making a change here. McDermott's checked in. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Here's Russell. Up top, Randall. Pulls up, high post. No good. And it's Utah the other way. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Puts it up from 12. The shot no good.
They are really getting the work done inside with their rebound.
The defensive backboard has been controlled. They have not allowed a lot of second chances. It's been about one and done for the most part. And I'm not talking about leaving count.
Yeah, I know you're not. That's a bunch of good rebounding taking place there, boy.
Oh, tight defense being played right there. Got right up on him and force the miss.
Textbook work. Close enough to bother the shot. Good challenge, but disciplined enough to avoid too much contact.
Count the bucket.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Nato, he's guarded by Russell. Clock at 4. Nato nails the 16-footer. He's got 6.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
1:58 left in the third quarter. Now, here is Russell. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. And the Lakers lead by 11.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Sabonis, no good.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
McDermott kicks to Randall. Again, the Lakers.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Not a lot you can do as a defense when they keep getting the ball in the paint like this.
To the inside. Count it, and the Laker lead has been cut down to 11 points with that bucket from Sabonis.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Outside, Russell. At the elbow, Randall. Morrow dishes to Russell. Ball stolen. In transition, here come the Jazz. Nato, he's guarded by Russell, and there's the call on Anthony Morrow. That's his first foul.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
Lyles checked in for Utah. Stauskas comes in for Joe Ingles. They set the screen to the middle. There's Sabonis, and it's sent back by Howard. And so the ball out of bounds. Howard touched it last. There's 18 seconds left in the third quarter. Offensive rebound. Pass to Stauskas. Corner, it's Kid Gilchrist. The second chance effort, and the layup is good. Kid Gilchrist has got 6 points.
The D on him has to be airtight, guys. You got to get into his airspace, and that was far from it.
Got it up. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And we've reached the end of the third. Lakers lead by 9. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. And the final period of play just about to start. Lakers leading by 9, so the Lakers 5 right now. Mike Scott out there with Howard. Then there's Tobias Harris. Then there's Hardaway, and it's Clarkson in at point guard. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
Well, I got to say, one thing that stuck out all game is the consistent penetration they've got.
And also, their mid-range game has been impressive. A tough shot to rely upon, but they really had it going tonight.
Now, here's Exum. He's covered by Clarkson. A nice shot by Exum.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds his spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending.
And it's Harris off the drive. He feeds it to Clarkson. No good on the three. Jazz trail by 9. Stolen by Clarkson. Harris passes to Clarkson. Here's Scott. And the three ball is good.
They've stepped up their three-point shooting game in the second half. They're letting it fly out there with reckless abandon.
Not lacking in confidence, and I really like that. Sometimes you see teams get conservative once they get a lead, playing not to lose.
Scott against Hayward. 6 on the shot clock. Parked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call.
You can't afford to be playing that loose right now.
Definitely not. I mean, things have to be tight. You want to be playing smart, high-level basketball. You don't want to be brain fading right now.
Randall's checked in for Mike Scott. Here's Howard. Now the pass to Clarkson. On the wing, Harris. But they'll get another chance. That's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Full 24-second shot clock. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Clarkson with the ball. Picked by Randall. Harris, right side. Just 5 to shoot. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Goes back up. Hardaway, no good. Jazz trail by 12. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
2 shots, gentlemen. That's his first personal foul. 2 at the line for your Jazz. Trey Lyles.
No good on the free throw.
At the line for 2.
And that trip coming up empty, missing both.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that score.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall. No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a 1-footer. Come on now.
Yeah, enough scoring on the inside there. I think it's time for him to send a message to his team.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I guarantee you this talk centers around cutting down on all of those points coming in the paint. They've got to show more resistance there.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Yeah, during that break, the head coach of the Jazz had some words for his team. He told them that they simply have to step up, saying if we don't make a move now, it's going to be too late. Give them everything you've got. Kevin?
Hayward goes in, and it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender off.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Here's Randall. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. 6 on the shot clock. Clarkson kicks to Howard. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
And that one falls for Howard.
Tremendous output from Howard. He's got 8 points and 2 rejections. He's piling up the rejections to go along with the tremendous work he's done on the glass.
It's been about the paint and the way he's been able to control it all game long.
Pass to Lyles. Inside. Here's Burks. The shot is off. Some solid defense from Harris. Down low. Here's Randall. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Sheer, unadulterated power right there. I mean, he ripped it down with both hands.
Absolutely. A resounding dunk.
Just a take-no-chance slam by the big fella.
And he gets it to go.
Just good, aggressive drive from him that time. Found a hole in the D and went straight to the rim. Yeah, saw some things that just weren't working for them and wants to make some adjustments.
Yeah, and no reason to wait around to do that, Greg. I mean, might as well make those adjustments right away.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Clarkson dishes to Howard. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Oh, I love that dish down low.
Jazz trail by 16. Exum kicks to Burks. Now Exum. There's the screen. Dishes to Burks. Shot off the screen. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboards.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list.
Second chance shot. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two.
That's his second personal foul. At the line for the Jazz.
And the free throw good from Howard. And Utah making a change here. Kid Gilchrist is checked in. So he makes one of two as the second one misses.
They're really doing a good job working hard to get inside and draw contact, a little more so than they did in the first half.
And defensively, if you're trying to battle back, you can't keep sending them to the line.
Now here's Exum. He's covered by Clarkson. Here's Kid Gilchrist. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Hardaway with it. And Burks picks him up defensively. Clarkson passes to Hardaway. The three-pointer is right on target. And the Lakers lead by 20.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
There's a screen. Passes it to Lyles. It's Kid Gilchrist on the wing. Lyles passes to Exum. Launches a three, and the shot is good. Exum's got 7 points for the quarter.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second three of the game.
1:30 left to play in the final quarter. Clarkson dishes to Howard. Out to the right wing. Hardaway. And that comes off the assist by Dwight Howard.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Lakers.
And Clark, their hard work on the glass paid off.
You know, they both are excellent rebounding teams. I thought it was a tough battle underneath both ways.
And so looking at their number, this will be win number 22 on the year.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And, Greg, we know familiarity breeds contempt. I would expect things to become more heated as these teams face each other going forward.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Dwight Howard. And you have to love the effort he put forth on the glass. He played with a fire no one else could match as he chased down those rebounds.
Nance a screen. Russell kicks to Nance. Feeds it to Russell. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face.
And they're not finished just yet. They're going to make sure about this win.
Yeah, not taking any chances, Greg. This is how you close a game out. Textbook.
Nato, he's guarded by Russell. The offensive rebound. Sabonis, no good.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense. Try to distract your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempts.
Nato, he's guarded by Russell. Kicks it to Ingles. Pass to Sabonis. Nato. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark, Greg, and Doris, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And now time to go to Ernie Johnson, who's alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Hey y'all, Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome back for the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Dwight Howard.
And he showed us just how good he can be when he's at the top of his game. And the building was stunned. We saw people leaving early, throwing popcorn, throwing hot dogs, spilling soda. He put on a CSDP, a crowd shut down performance. Man, that's what I'm talking about, Ernie.
He was dead on from the field tonight, guys. I'd call his performance economical because there was no wasted opportunities. He took advantage of every good look he got. I mean, everything he put up was going in.
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for this evening. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, NBA fans. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson, and seated beside me, Kenny the Jet Smith, and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, we'll see the Los Angeles Lakers as they play against the Phoenix Suns. For Phoenix, at 5th place in the Western Conference, maybe they haven't taken the leap forward they had hoped to this season, but they haven't taken a big step backward either. Well, the Suns have players who can really get out and run. They can wow you in a number of ways, and they'll have a chance to see that all tonight. Shaq, who on that Phoenix side are you watching?
Well, Eric Bledsoe is still the most fun player to watch. With his size and strength, they play well. You know, a lot of people question all their guards, but with Golden State winning it with all the guards, maybe people will start to believe in Phoenix that having 6, 7, 8 guards can get you to the playoffs and possibly win a championship.
Well, I like that shooting guards as well. They play great off each other. You know, for the Suns to really be a great team, they're going to need some size and scoring inside. I think that even the Golden State Warriors, who are known as the Splash Brothers, they still get baskets in the paint.
Can you tell Markieff from Marcus?
I cannot, only by the uniform number.
And which number is Markieff?
That's a good question again.
He's 11. And Marcus is 15. You like that?
You going to let me answer?
No.
Yeah, he just said
all you got to say is, I agree.
We were going to say 11 and 15, Ernie gave us a chance.
No, I gave you a chance. You passed.
I agree.
Check the tape. I never said that.
Kevin Harlan, you're up next.
Thanks for joining us live for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. In the last meeting for these two teams, the Lakers were handed a loss when they went up against Phoenix. They'd like to even the record up here for the season. They're down 1-2 against this club.
And despite the outcome, I think they'll feel a little better about that game. There are a lot of positives that they can take away from that performance.
And I think that's exactly what they have to do, guys. Don't dwell on the
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skills as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay. On defense, the Lakers. Knight into the lane. Gets it to go from 18 feet away.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Here's Clarkson. And Scott now, top of the key. He kicks it to Howard. And Chandler sends it back. And here's the fast break. Knight leading the way. Warren, good.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Now, here's Clarkson. Guarded by Bledsoe. Clarkson kicks to Howard. Dishes it to Clarkson. Clock at 6. A clear look for Hardaway. Here's Harris. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
And Bledsoe, here we go. Can't hit from in close.
I still can't believe that one didn't fall.
Harris misses. Suns have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Bledsoe kicks to Patterson. Off target from outside.
Boy, he's got a nice looking stroke. That almost went in.
Yeah, and a lot of times he'll still knock those down no matter how good the D is.
And good on the basket. Book it.
And he's starting to get what he wants here early and often. Nice move.
Bledsoe outside. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
Harris a screen on Knight. Hardaway against Knight. Here's Harris. Harris missing again. Well, it was the Los Angeles Lakers winning their last game against the Jazz in Salt Lake City.
And you know what? Exactly what had to be done in terms of winning on the road. Never allowed any momentum to build up against them. Kept the crowd out of the game. And for every punch they took, they had a counter.
I was very impressed, Greg, with the way they stood their ground. Even when they were on their heels some, coming through those moments where they were backing up a bit. That's what it takes on the road. You've got to show that kind of fortitude and resilience.
Bledsoe outside. To the middle. Here's Patterson. And the dunk by Chandler.
Good D, but better O. It's almost as if they're just standing there.
Well said. Well, for the most part, they were just standing still, Clark.
And you know what, Kevin? He's not the most explosive player on the court, but if you give him a clear lane to the basket, he'll punch it on you.
And Phoenix making a change here. Morris is checked in. The Lakers also changing it up. Ando comes in for Dwight Howard. And it's Russell in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Morris. And the foul on Mike Scott. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Tyler Zeller's checked in for Chandler. P.J. Tucker comes in for Warren. And it's Booker in for Eric Bledsoe. Here's Morris. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
The drive by Russell. Here's Morrow. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Morrow's got his first 2 points.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that. That is an elegant move to drop in the floater there, guys.
Knight against Russell. Picked by Randall. Again, the Lakers.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Outside Knight. The shot misses. And the Lakers going the other way now. Outside Russell. The feed to Morrow. 1:53 left to play here in the first. Pass to Randall. And stolen by Knight. Here's Booker. The Lakers with the rebound. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
I caught up with Coach Jeff Hornacek. When we talked about what they'll try to do on defense, he told me they're going to have to do everything they can to neutralize their opponent's high flyers, saying, quote, "We can't play above the rim like these guys, so we'll have to do our best to keep them away from the hoop." Gentlemen, easier said than done.
All right, Doris, thank you very much. Here's Smith. He's checked in for Knight.
One more time. Give him a hand.
Now here's Booker. He's covered closely. Here's Zeller. Drops it in from 11 feet.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates. Yeah, it looks like he saw some things out there that need to be adjusted, and he's going to take a break here and talk it over.
Hey, you know, coaches sometimes need a break in the action to rethink and retool a bit. Anytime you're in that situation, it makes sense to use the timeout.
Outside Russell. 58 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Covered by Morris. Wide open look. Booker pulls it in.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
And there's Morris. That's good on the assist by Smith. 34 seconds left in the first quarter. Russell against Smith. Outside Russell. He dishes it to Randall. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
And so he hits both. Suns trail by 3. Now Smith. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Picked by Zeller. Smith kicks to Booker. From deep. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Lakers on top. They lead by 3. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And let's hear from Tyson Chandler. He talked about what he brings to this team. Chandler has long been the kind of player all coaches want on their team. He's the definition, Greg, of an unselfish player who doesn't care about his ego or his stats.
And he knows that and prides himself on it. That also makes him the kind of player his teammates appreciate so much, because they know nobody wins any rings without a guy like Tyson Chandler on the team.
And so far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. And what stands out to you from the Lakers in this one?
really, it's always a positive when you can get some impact off your bench.
Always nice to have firepower coming from the reserves, and they've had firepower and then some so far.
So for the Lakers right now, they've got Howard. Jordan Clarkson is out there with Russell. Then it's McDermott. Suns trail by 3. Bledsoe outside. Pass to Warren, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It's going to be on Doug McDermott. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Lakers.
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job finding the opening man and getting some easy baskets.
Something else they've been able to do so far tonight is earn those tough points in the paint.
And Phoenix making a change here. Knight's checked in. Harris inside. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now, he averages about 9 points a game. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Bledsoe outside. Inside. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Patterson, that's good.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Now, here's Clarkson. Guarded by Bledsoe. The shot by Clarkson, no good.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
The Lakers in the lead. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. The Lakers have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. They throw good. Clarkson.
2 shots.
And both free throws good for Clarkson.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Bledsoe outside. Kicks it to Patterson. Warren dishes to Bledsoe. To the inside. Feeds to Patterson. Fires the 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
That's the second long-range bomb in the quarter after a slow first period. He is on a roll.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Harris passes to Howard. It's hauled in by the Suns. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
They just weren't challenged. I mean, nearly as much as they should have been in that game, at least when they had the ball.
Yeah, it was a mismatch. I mean, the defense from the start was on its heels practically the entire game.
Passes to Clarkson. Knight against Hardaway. Here's Howard. Nice D from Chandler.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Chandler with a screen for Bledsoe. The shot is off. Good D by Howard. Knight wide open. Another 3 for Phoenix.
They've really flipped things around offensively.
Yeah, and anytime you can make more than half of your shots, you'll take that.
Clarkson kicks to Harris. And Scott has it in the corner. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Scott's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And the Suns call time. A Pickford substitution here for Phoenix. Zeller, he's checked in for Chandler. Markieff Morris comes in for Patrick Patterson. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for T.J. Warren. And Smith subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Randall's checked in for Howard. Nance comes in for Mike Scott. Wesley Johnson's checked in for Harris. And Anthony Morrow subbed in for Hardaway. Just 5 to shoot. And here's Morris for 3. Phoenix, no good that time either. The Lakers trail. Clarkson with the ball. Now Smith defending. And here's Clarkson. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. The three from Johnson. Zeller grabs the board. Phoenix has gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Can't hit, and it's the Lakers the other way.
And that's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
Always important to have that good interior defense.
And how is the West shaping up, guys? Well, let's take a moment here and check it out. Now that the mid-season grind is well underway. You look at the Lakers. They're 6th right now in the conference with lots of time to make a move. And checking out Phoenix, tied up with them.
And I think for the Suns, most of the preseason predictions were right on the money when it came to them. I mean, a playoff contender, but not necessarily championship caliber.
I would not write them off completely in terms of the title picture just yet. Still a lot of basketball to be played.
A nice shot by Booker.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should continue to work the ball down low, Clark. It's really going to free up their outside shooting.
Russell kicks to Johnson. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got 4 assists now tonight.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
Morris against Nance. Morris outside. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. And the Suns lead by 2.
Now that's an old school move right there. A good one, too, the fadeaway.
Russell kicks to Nance. Pass to Randall. The runner. It's deflected. Lets it go from 11. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Suns.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots. A key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
Russell dishes to Johnson. And it's Johnson again missing. Suns leading by 4. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yes, sir, fellas. They've had it going on big time.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively. Just the height separation on that mid-range jumper. Excellent job of taking advantage.
Here's Morrow. He's got 5. Nance outside. To the paint. Russell high post. And stolen by Booker. And so that brings the first half to a close. Suns lead by 6. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Well, Tyson, what has been the key to enabling your team to control the tempo of this game throughout this first half?
I think the way we came out defensively, we locked into their sets. We're taking them out of what they want to accomplish. Because of that, we're able to make some shots on the other end.
It all came together in that first 24 minutes. Tyson, thanks for the time, guys.
Thank you, Doris. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Kenny, the Jet Smith, and Shaquille O'Neal. We'll be looking back at the game's first half. For the Suns, the first quarter was pretty even. They kept at it on both ends of the floor, and at the end of the period, they had a slight deficit of 3 points. The second quarter was when things really came together for them, and the result is they were able to build a solid 6-point lead at the half. Kenny, let's start with you. What did you think about the Suns?
Well, their passing was impressive. They're in a good position to win this game, in large part because of those assists. And this is the thing. You win as a team in this league. You have to share the basketball to succeed. And if they carry that level of unselfishness in the second half, they're going to be tough to beat.
Shaq, your take on the Lakers.
They're giving up way too many components under 50% shooting. They have not done that. What's the solution? Maybe more ball pressure, more physicality down low. Whatever it is, Ernie, they need to figure it out.
So that does it for us. Hope you enjoyed our halftime show. Now we take you back to Kevin Harlan for the second half call.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far.
We saw a strong quarter of play for Patterson. He has 8 points, and he's picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
I love the rhythm his outside stroke has produced today.
Bledsoe and I to the backcourt. Chandler out there with Patrick Patterson. And it's Warren in at the 3. They're the group for Jeff Hornacek starting the second half. Now, here's Clarkson. Defense is right there, and he banks in the layup. Suns leading by 6. Bledsoe outside. He feeds it to Chandler. Here's Warren. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. Chance for another point at the free throw line. That's on Dwight Howard.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish. That's as good as it gets right there. Beautiful reverse layup in traffic.
Phoenix has gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. And it's Bledsoe off the drive. That is good. Bledsoe's got the lead up to 8 now for Phoenix.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Now, here's Clarkson. Guarded by Bledsoe. In the corner, Hardaway with it. Down low, poked loose. Stolen by Warren. Suns leading by 8. Over to the wing. Now here's Bledsoe. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. Well, so much great defense has come from the shooting guard position over the years. And here's a rundown of the players wreaking havoc at that spot this year. 5th best, Brandon Knight.
And this is a very intense group. I mean, those steals don't come by accident. I mean, they've gotten them through the effort, and they're willing to expend that kind of energy on that aspect of the game.
Well, the most active hands in the league, I think, belong to those fellas right there. I mean, that is one pesky bunch of pickpockets. That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
And really something that the defense has to address.
And the Lakers call time here. Lakers trail by 10. The dish to Hardaway. Howard with a screen on Knight. The pass to Harris. There's the pick. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Hardaway. Some solid defense from Knight. Suns leading by 10. To the right side. Warren, the pass to Knight. Buries the long-range jumper. Knight's got 12.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
Now, here's Clarkson. Guarded by Bledsoe. Harris outside. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. To end the run. That's in, and the Suns' lead is cut down now to just 11 on the bucket from Dwight Howard.
Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities there.
Those kinds of mistakes drive me crazy and will absolutely derail a team's chance to win.
Phoenix calls timeout. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Los Angeles making a switch here. McDermott's checked in.
and very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the Jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And, guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risks to see if they can cut that lead down.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Thank you, guys. I had a chance to find out what Jeff Hornacek was discussing with his players. He told Knight that he wants their offense to run through him. Coach asked him directly to take the reins of their offense. He wants him to have a huge impact at that end of the floor for the rest of this game. Perhaps the rest of the second half will look different after those adjustments, Kevin.
Always great to hear from you, Doris.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Dishes it to Howard. McDermott, no one around him. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. McDermott's got it back down to single digits for the Lakers. And Bledsoe, here we go. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Phoenix.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition? On the fast break tonight, that's been a huge factor as well.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Zeller, he's checked in for Chandler. Markieff Morris comes in for Patrick Patterson. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Warren. And it's Booker in for Knight. To the wing right side. Covered by Morris. No good from outside. Suns leading by 10. And Tucker kicks to Bledsoe. And two free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. Julius Randle picks one up.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
And Eric Bledsoe drops them both.
Check out the game for Eric Bledsoe. He's got 8 points, and 4 of his points have come at the foul line. He's made the most of those opportunities.
And you can't undervalue the importance of that. Many times a game comes down to which team wins the free throw battle.
Nice work there coming off the screen.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Here's Zeller, and he bangs it home with one hand.
And a few more points tacked on to their lead in the cruelest way possible.
You're right. Yeah. Those putback jams sting, don't they? My goodness.
Yeah, they really hurt you. I mean, the defense forces a miss and then can't rebound it and finish off the defense. They're hanging their heads in their chest now.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
And Booker kicks to Bledsoe. And it's blocked. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Russell with a wide open look. Drops in the tray off the fast break. Russell's got 5 now.
And the defense scattered all over the place on the break. Nice job finding the wide open three.
And it's Bledsoe off the drive. Bledsoe can't get that one to drop.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Morrill kicks to Russell. Picked by Randle. And stolen by Booker. And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the 4th. Who will carry the day? Suns ahead, leading by 9. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports.
Alarms go off when I enter the building.
The 4th quarter just moments away now as we welcome you back. Lakers trail by 9. So for the Lakers right now, Scott is out there with Howard. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. And it's Harris in at the 3. And it's slammed in by Howard.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam. You're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will start shrinking even further.
Knight dishes to Chandler. Outside Knight. That one is good again. He sits right from the floor with the basket.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
Scott the pass to Clarkson. Shot clock at 6. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. The first one falls. Smith checked in for Phoenix. And both free throws good for Clarkson. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Smith outside. Chandler with a screen for Smith. The Lakers with the rebound. Howard's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Howard with a screen on Smith. Clarkson kicks to Harris. Sinks the three-pointer.
Well, that shot was made possible by the work Dwight Howard did.
About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Chandler with the screen on Hardaway. Knight. A rebound by the Lakers. Howard's got his 4th rebound in this one. Guy is a potent offense right now.
Yeah, Kevin, really the offense is flowing quite nicely right now.
You know what, guys, and they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
Smith dishes to Warren. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Boy, this game has really started to heat up. I didn't think it could get any more high scoring than it already was.
Well, I tell you what, I don't mind. You don't either, it sounds like. Good offense is entertaining, and that's exactly what we're getting.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard the Lakers coach as he addressed his team. He let his players know that they've got to do a better job on defense. He said they're scoring any way they want. We've got to show some pride here. Let's make a stand defensively, get us stops, and get on a run of our own. Do they have it in them, Kevin?
Now, here's Clarkson, covered by Smith. Here's Hardaway. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
And the Suns call time here. And Phoenix making a change here. Bledsoe's checked in. Now, here's Warren. Guarded by Harris. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
And you know what? His mind's playing tricks on him right now because he's not going to live that one down easily.
We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. Clarkson passes to Howard. Got that bucket in no time at all. Wow, just a 2-point Suns lead.
A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break.
Bledsoe kicks to Warren, and a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. 13 points for T.J. Warren. Los Angeles has gone 5 of 9 when they put up the three-point shot tonight. Knight against Hardaway. Howard with a screen on Knight. Goes up off the pick. Hardaway, no good. Suns leading by 4. 14 feet away. That one rolling around and rims out. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. The Suns have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Oh, that's blocked. They recover it. Some on-the-fly coaching right there from their leader.
And that's what you got to do. Never be afraid to remind someone what their role is. And they're a lot better off
because of how vocal he is. And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
This is how you do it. That's exactly how you do it. Defender pressing up on you, you press right back.
Now, here's Clarkson, guarded by Bledsoe. With the teardrop, Clarkson dishes to Howard. Makes that one his 6th of the night, shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
Patterson, the screen. Bledsoe kicks to Patterson. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. Bledsoe's got 3 assists in the game. Lakers trail by 7. Clarkson with the ball. Outside Hardaway. And Scott has it in the corner to the inside. And it's slammed in by Howard.
Good. Just like soup. A little more ferocious, though.
Okay, Clark approves, everybody.
Yeah, but that's how you finish strong. Young fellas wearing the rim out.
Markieff Morris is checked in for Patrick Patterson. And the Lakers also making a switch. Julius Randle's checked in for Mike Scott. Clarkson passes to Howard. He kicks it to Clarkson. Harris, right side. Just 5 on the clock. It's hauled in by the Suns. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. 1:33 left to play here in the 4th. Right into the lane. Excellent D from Howard.
Oh, excellent interior D to force the miss.
His defensive ability is a big factor. I mean, there's no denying that.
Suns leading by 5. Here's Knight. And the layup is good. Knight's got 4 points this quarter.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro and it was only a 1-footer. Come on now.
Now, here's Clarkson. He's guarded closer. Randle dishes to Howard. Count it! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
He's come out here in the second half and done a nice job moving, getting good looks, and finding his range.
Moore as a screen. Bledsoe kicks to Knight. 43 seconds left to play here in the 4th.
When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
Harris outside. From outside the arc. Yes! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
That was massive.
You know it. He's stepping right into the spotlight there.
Chandler a screen. Right for 3. Randle grabs the board.
Still a chance here, but they need to score.
I really agree, but it has to happen on every possession. They need points every trip.
Clarkson kicks to Harris. It's good. This game is all even.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Phoenix calls timeout. Here's Knight. Puts it up off the inbound. Oh, off target. Los Angeles calls timeout. Here's Clarkson. Count it! And the Suns call time here. They're losing by 2. 1 second left in the 4th quarter. Here's what's your take?
With under 2 seconds remaining, you've got to hurry it up. Get the ball up quickly and take one dribble and get it to the rim.
And so it's the Lakers who come out on top here. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. And now to our good friend Ernie Johnson, who is standing by in the studio.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Kevin, much appreciated, and now let's present our Jordan player of the game, Dwight Howard. He had an outstanding fourth quarter where he really shined, pouring it on heavy down the stretch.
Well, he showed us just how good he can be when he's at the top of his game. And the building was stunned. You saw people leaving early, throwing popcorn, throwing hot dogs, spilling soda. He put on a CSDP, a crowd shut down performance. Man, that's what I'm talking about, Ernie.
I can't imagine a player having a better night from the field than he had tonight. His shooting percentage was off the charts. He used every trick in the book to get those high percentage shots. He shot from every direction, and there was a little bit of luck here and there, but he was on fire.
And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure. For Kenny the Jet Smith, for Shaquille O'Neal, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a great night.